2 of this fuel pump solution and troubleshooting. And I do believe after all this teardown last night, I have discovered the culprit and the problem. So there was a lot of rust apparently that was still at the base of the actual fuel pump itself inside the reservoir. And the way it's designed is you got the base of it, and then the fuel filter fits pretty snug and pretty tightly to the base, getting all that fuel. Okay, fine. Well, there was still rust under there, and then it also caked in there and whatnot. Okay. Well, my problem was, even after the last treatment of the evaporust, I put it back in the tank. I should have taken it all apart. Stupid on my part to just reassemble it, but I was in a hurry. I shouldn't have done that. Shame on me. And this is what I get for rushing things. Anyway, this is what I found is a clogged fuel filter. Okay, the screen itself, I was using another light, but I'm pretty sure you guys can see now. This one is a brand new one, all right, versus the one that came out. All right, this one is just like, it's just clogged. There's very, very little passages. I mean, that was a restriction. Okay, and whenever you have a restriction on your pump, it works extra hard to pull the fuel up into the pump to push it into the bike, so it'll run in idle or run at all. A restriction like this one is very similar to let's see, to drinking a milkshake, right? Let's say you go to McDonald's. Oh no, I can't use McDonald's because their shake machines never work. No, Sonic. Okay, you get a shake from Sonic. Sorry, a shake from Sonic, and it's so cold that when you try to drink it through the straw, you're damn near blue in the face trying to pull a suction through the straw just to get to any of that shake that you just got. And before you know it, you put so much suction that it collapses the straw. Well, almost the same principle. If there's a lot of restriction, it's not going to go up inside the tube, and therefore it works extra hard to try to get fuel. So therefore it was kind of starving the actual motor itself. Where did it go? No, it's not here. I put it over there. It starts starving the actual motor. And if it starves the motor, gasoline to these little pumps is actually like a lubricant. It's like an oil to the engine of your car. Okay? The gasoline in your tank lubricates the motor. Okay, I know it sounds bogus and wild. The very thing that your vehicle is feeding off of to run is lubricating the motor to your fuel pump. It doesn't sound like it's accurate, but it is. That's what's happening. Well, if you don't have the lubrication in there, or if you don't have the fuel supplied up inside the motor, it gets hot and it burns up, which is what happened here. There was a restriction, it got hot, it burned up, it showed open loop, so therefore it was bad, and that's why we're making the video today. So I've had everything that was still rusty soaking in evaporust for about 16 hours now, ballpark, and I'm fixing to actually open it up and clean it all out, tear it apart, and reassemble the bike with the brand new assembly. But I'll show you guys here in a couple slides of what it actually looked like before, and then whenever I go to tear all this stuff apart, I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Take a look. Have ourselves a little look-see. Let's see if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. A little bit further away. There is nothing else in there. Alright guys, so this is what I've got. Alright, that was the goop that was down below. And I'm gonna clean all that out right now. And have all this put back together. Alright, I ran it under the wash for a little while. Tried rubbing it down. And I want to say that's about as clean as I'm gonna get it, guys. There's really no sediment down there. All that stuff down there is just like stained. That's all I can see. I really try to get that stuff out of there, but don't think I'm gonna be that lucky. There you go. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. Let's go ahead and reassemble it. With the tank all assembled, now it's time to put it on the bike. Together and fight with all the vacuum lines and whatnot, see if it actually works out. Now, I don't have any fuel in there, so all I'm after is just life. And the answer is no. Business. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, after fighting all this, I haven't tightened anything down yet or anything. But let's listen to see if that pump is actually working. The power is good. Take off my fuel cap so I can hear it if it goes far everything's good. Here we go. Ah! Whoa, that is a quiet little motor. Wow, that's quiet. Y'all gotta listen to this. Wow, that thing's quiet. Here we go. Listen. Now there's no fuel in it, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be a little louder once I put fuel in it. But the next step here is to put the fuel back in the tank and fire it up. That should conclude the process of all this. So let's go ahead and get all this buttoned up, bolted down, closed up like it's ready to go, ready to ride, and then I'll put the fuel in the bike. Now that it's all assembled, pretty much it would be ready for the road right now. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of fuel in here, and it should fire right up. I shouldn't have any issue. Alright, just a little bit of fuel. Go. Ooh, I can hear it suck that down, just real low. Well, I'm priming it a few times. Don't forget, I also have that evaporust in the system too. And start. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in business. Alright guys, and there you have it. Ultimately, it was definitely the fuel pump that went bad. The new one that I installed, when I turned the ignition on, it's so quiet that I could barely even hear it, but it was working. So went ahead, fired it up, runs good, took it for a test drive about 5 minutes ago. Everything seems to be working just fine. So I will definitely be using this going to work in the morning, and I'll be good to go. If this video has helped you in any way, please comment down below. Let me know if there's somebody else that may be having an issue similar to what you have, and this video is helping you. Let me know as well. Other than that, like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button up in the top. Also, check down in the description. I also have a website for Teesprings. So go ahead and check out some merch down there, and go ahead and support the channel if you'd like. Other than that, I'm pretty much done for this evening. I'm fixing to wrap it up because work comes early in the morning. So I appreciate you guys watching another episode of SV Cruiser. Thank you and good night.